Have you ever gone to bed thinking, I did pretty well today, then woken up to a blood sugar number that scares you? Maybe your eyes feel a little blurry when you first sit up. Your mouth is dry. Your legs feel heavy, like you're walking through water. And in the back of your mind is that quiet fear. Is this how people lose their eyesight, damage their kidneys, end up in the hospital? Here's the good news. Your body is not your enemy. In many cases, it's not that you're failing at diabetes. It's that nobody ever showed you the right tiny habits that quietly steer your blood sugar in the right direction. And here's the twist. Most people over 60 are told, just avoid sugar, as if that's the whole story. But type 2 diabetes isn't only about dessert. It's about what you do all day long, from the moment your feet hit the floor in the morning to how you move, eat, rest, and wind down at night. In this video, you'll discover 10 simple daily habits that can help you bring those numbers under control and protect your eyes, kidneys, nerves, and heart without extreme diets or punishing workouts. If you've ever thought, diabetes was easier to manage when I was younger, you're not imagining it. As we get older, a lot changes at the same time. Your metabolism slows down, so food lingers longer in your system. Your muscles naturally shrink if you're less active, and muscles are where a lot of sugar is stored. Many older adults take several medications, which can affect appetite, sleep, and even blood sugar. Add in joint pain, low energy, or caregiving stress, and suddenly, just eat better and exercise feels almost impossible. On top of that, the way diabetes is often explained can be confusing and even shaming. Here's a simpler picture. Think of insulin as a key and your cells as locked doors. With type 2 diabetes, the locks have gotten rusty. Even if your body makes insulin, it can't open the doors as well. So sugar gets stuck in the blood, not in the cells that need it. That's not about you being weak. It's about your body needing different support now than it did at 30. The encouraging part is this. Small, repeatable daily habits can oil the locks again, gently improving how your body uses insulin one day at a time. Before we go further, a quick but important note. What you're hearing today is for education, not a personal diagnosis or treatment plan. Your body, your medications, and your medical history are unique. Always work with your own doctor, diabetes educator, or pharmacist before changing how you eat, move, or take your medicine. This is especially important if you use insulin, sulfonylureas, or other blood sugar-lowering drugs, or if you have heart, kidney, eye, or nerve problems. Here's how to get the most from what you're about to hear. Don't try to do all 10 habits at once. First, simply listen through to the end. Then pick 1 or 2 habits that feel realistic for this week. When those feel natural, you can add more. Think of this video as a menu of small daily upgrades you can build into your own life, at your own pace. So what exactly are we going to fix together? In a moment, we'll walk through 10 daily habits that fit into 4 big pillars of diabetes control. Pillar 1 is food-first blood sugar control, simple changes to what's on your plate, and how you combine foods so your numbers stop spiking so high. Pillar 2 is gentle daily movement and muscle strength, short walks and easy strength moves that help your muscles drink up sugar from your blood. Pillar 3 is smart use of medications and monitoring, tiny routines that make it easier to take your meds on time, watch your numbers, and spot patterns before they become problems. And Pillar 4 is sleep, stress, and weekly check-ins, calming habits that lower stress hormones, improve overnight blood sugar, and protect your feet, eyes, and heart. As you listen, watch for 3 especially powerful ideas. The after-dinner habit that quietly flattens your blood sugar curve while you go about your evening. The 5-minute strength and balance routine that helps your body use insulin better and keeps you steady on your feet. And the simple weekly ritual that turns you into the leader of your own care, so your doctor can spot trouble early, not after the damage is done. By the end of this video, You'll see how these 10 habits can all fit into one ordinary day. No perfection, no extreme rules, just a kinder, smarter way to live with type 2 diabetes. Let's start by breaking a very common myth. I don't eat candy or dessert, so my diabetes is under control. If only it were that simple. Sugar isn't just the white crystals you put in coffee or the frosting on a cake. Your body also turns certain starches into sugar very quickly. Things like white bread, regular pasta, white rice, big portions of potatoes, and even large glasses of fruit juice. You might be thinking, but it's not sweet. That's the tricky part. Many of the foods that spike blood sugar the most don't taste very sweet at all. What really matters is the total amount of fast-digesting carbohydrate you eat, when you eat it, and what you eat it with. So instead of thinking, no sugar means I'm safe, a better question is, how can I slow down how fast sugar enters my blood? That's what our first few habits will help you do, starting with how you begin your day. Habit number 1 is what I call the 2-minute morning check-in. Think about the first 5 minutes after you wake up. For many people, it's reach for the phone, shuffle to the bathroom, maybe coffee, and the day just happens from there. With type 2 diabetes, those first few minutes are gold. Here's a powerful habit that takes about 2 minutes. First, start with a glass of water. Keep a cup or bottle by your bed or in the kitchen. After using the bathroom, drink a full glass. This helps you rehydrate after the night, supports your kidneys, and can slightly thin the syrup of your blood. Second, if your clinician has asked you to monitor at home, check your fasting blood sugar. Keep your meter, strips, and a small notebook or log in the same spot. Write down the number and the time. Over days and weeks, these numbers tell a story, how your evening routines, meals, and meds are working. Third, take your morning diabetes meds exactly as prescribed. Link them to this routine: bathroom, water, check, meds. When you tie your medication to a simple sequence, you rely less on memory and more on habit. You're not just being good, you're sending your body a calm signal every morning. I'm in charge, I'm paying attention. We're doing this together. Habit number 2 is all about what actually lands on your plate. The balanced plate at every main meal. A lot of people with type 2 diabetes hear, you have to eat less, and picture a sad, tiny meal that leaves them hungry and frustrated. But controlling blood sugar is less about eating like a bird, and more about how you build your plate. Here's a simple way to think about it every time you sit down to a main meal. Imagine dividing your plate into 3 parts. Half the plate is for non-starchy vegetables. Think broccoli, green beans, salads, spinach, cabbage, bell peppers, cucumbers, zucchini, tomatoes. These foods are high in fiber and very low in carbs, so they help fill you up without spiking your blood sugar. 1/4 of the plate is for protein. That could be fish, chicken, turkey, eggs, tofu, or a moderate portion of beans or lentils if your stomach tolerates them. Protein helps you stay full longer and slows down how fast carbs turn into sugar. The final 1/4 of the plate is for higher fiber carbs. This is where your starches go. Brown rice instead of white, whole grain bread instead of white bread, sweet potato instead of a big pile of fries, or a small serving of whole grain pasta. You're not banning carbs, you're taming them. Using a slightly smaller plate can help too. Many older adults were raised on clean your plate, but plates have gotten bigger over the years. A smaller plate automatically trims portions without you feeling deprived. And then, slow down and chew well. Take a breath between bites, put your fork down now and then, notice the taste and texture. Eating more slowly gives your brain time to hear the "I'm getting full" signal, which can prevent overeating and sudden spikes. You don't have to memorize complicated meal plans. If you can remember half veggies, 1/4 protein, 1/4 smart carbs, you have a simple, powerful tool for better blood sugar at every lunch and dinner. Habit number 3 is a strange-sounding rule that can make a big difference. Never eat carbs naked. Carbs here means bread, crackers, cereal, Fruit, rice, pasta, sweets. Foods your body turns into sugar. Naked means eating them by themselves, with nothing to slow them down. When you eat a naked carb, it's like opening all the doors at once and letting sugar rush into your bloodstream. But when you dress that carb with protein, fiber, or healthy fat, the sugar enters more slowly and gently. Think of it like putting a jacket on before stepping out into the cold. You're protecting your body from a shock. So whenever you eat a carb, ask, "What can I add?" Instead of plain toast, have toast with egg, cheese, or avocado. Instead of a banana alone, have half a banana with a handful of nuts. Instead of crackers alone, have crackers with tuna, hummus, or peanut butter. Instead of a big glass of fruit juice, choose a small piece of whole fruit, plus a spoon of nut butter or a few almonds. You're still enjoying the foods you like. You're just giving your body helpers that slow the sugar rush and keep your energy steadier. Now, let's clear up another myth. All carbs and fruit are the enemy. After being told for years to watch your sugar, it's easy to swing too far and think, "I can't touch rice, bread, or fruit ever again." That kind of all-or-nothing thinking sounds safe, but it often backfires. Your body actually needs some carbohydrate for energy, especially your brain. The problem isn't that carbs exist. The problem is how much you eat, what kind you choose, and how fast they hit your bloodstream. Refined carbs, like white bread, pastries, sugary drinks, and oversized portions of white rice or pasta, break down very quickly. Those are the ones that tend to cause big sugar spikes. Whole carbs, like small portions of oats, beans, lentils, brown rice, quinoa, and most whole fruits, come with fiber and nutrients. That fiber works like a speed bump, slowing down the flow of sugar into your blood. And with fruit, the danger usually isn't the fruit itself. It's the portion size and the form. A whole orange with some nuts is often fine for many people. A giant glass of orange juice is several oranges worth of sugar with almost no fiber to slow it down. Instead of fearing every carb, a better approach is to choose whole, high-fiber carbs most of the time, keep portions modest, and remember, never eat carbs naked. Always pair them with protein or healthy fat. We've talked about food. Now let's use movement as another powerful tool to help your body handle those carbs even better. Habit number 4 is the 10 to 15-minute blood sugar walk after meals. You've probably heard that exercise is good for diabetes, but that can sound like joining a gym, lifting heavy weights, or doing something your knees simply won't allow. Here's a gentler and very powerful alternative. Take a comfortable 10 to 15-minute walk after your biggest meal of the day. Why after a meal? When you eat, sugar from your food starts entering your bloodstream. Your muscles act like sponges that can soak up some of that sugar and use it for energy. Walking right after eating gives those muscles a little nudge to drink more sugar from your blood. You don't have to walk fast. You don't have to sweat. You just have to move. You might walk around your neighborhood block once or twice. If it's hot, cold, or unsafe outside, you can walk indoors, up and down the hallway, around the living room, or at a shopping mall. If walking is hard, even marching in place while holding onto a counter or chair is a start. Aim for a gentle pace where you can still talk, but you're moving. This tiny habit, done most days, quietly lowers after-meal spikes and helps your body use insulin more efficiently, without feeling like a workout. Habit number 5 is the 5-minute strength and balance routine. When most people hear strength training, they picture heavy weights, gyms, and young athletes. No wonder many seniors think, "That's not for me." But you don't need a gym. You don't need heavy equipment. And you definitely don't need to be young to build strength. In fact, after 60, simple strength and balance exercises become some of the most important tools you have for controlling type 2 diabetes. Why? Because muscle is like a storage closet for sugar. The more healthy muscle you have, the more places your body can store sugar safely, instead of leaving it in your bloodstream. Here's a gentle, 5-minute routine you can do once or twice a day, almost anywhere. Always make sure you're safe. Hold on to a sturdy chair or counter if you feel unsteady, and get your clinician's okay if you have heart, joint, or balance issues. Start with chair sit-to-stands for your legs and hips. Sit on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Cross your arms over your chest or lightly hold the sides of the chair. Lean slightly forward and stand up. Then sit back down slowly. Aim for 5 to 8 repetitions. If standing is hard, use your hands on the chair for support. Over time, this strengthens your thighs and hips, key muscles for both walking and blood sugar control. Next, try wall push-ups for your upper body and core. Stand facing a wall, arms straight, hands flat on the wall at chest height. Step your feet back a bit so your body is at an angle. Bend your elbows and bring your chest gently toward the wall, then push back to your starting position. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions. You should feel your chest, arms, and a little in your stomach muscles, but you should still be able to breathe and talk. For your calves and balance, do heel raises. Stand behind a sturdy chair, holding the back for support. With feet hip-width apart, slowly rise up onto your toes, then lower your heels down again. Aim for 10 to 12 repetitions. This helps pump blood in your lower legs, supports circulation, and improves balance. Finally, practice a gentle balance move like a single leg stand. Still holding the back of the chair, shift your weight onto one leg and gently lift the other foot just an inch or two off the floor. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds, then switch legs. If this feels too hard, just shift your weight side to side while keeping both feet on the ground. The goal is to calmly teach your body how to balance again. Put these together: chair sit-to-stands, wall push-ups, heel raises, and a simple balance move, and you have a routine that takes about 5 minutes. Think of it as brushing your teeth. Not optional, not extreme, just a small daily habit that keeps your muscles active, your balance safer, and your body more willing to use insulin properly. Before the next habit, let's address another quiet belief many people carry but rarely say out loud. My A1C looks okay, and I'm on medication, so I don't really have to worry about my daily habits. It's completely understandable. You go to the doctor, they adjust your pills or insulin, your numbers improve, and it feels like the medication is doing all the work. But here's the key truth. Medication helps manage diabetes. Habits help protect your whole body. Medicine can lower blood sugar, but it can't choose what lands on your plate. It can't walk your legs after dinner. It can't strengthen your muscles, lower your stress, or improve your sleep. And those things matter because type 2 diabetes isn't just a sugar problem. Over time, high blood sugar can affect blood vessels and nerves all over your body. In your eyes, kidneys, feet, heart, and brain. Think of medication as a strong partner, not a replacement for healthy habits. When you build better habits, your meds often work more smoothly. You may avoid needing higher doses or extra drugs in the future, though only your clinician can decide that. And you give your body a chance to feel better. More energy, clearer thinking, fewer big swings in sugar. You're not aiming for perfection. You're aiming for teamwork. Your meds do their job, and your daily choices quietly support them. That brings us to habit number 6, the medication and meal timing habit. Even the best medication can't help much if it's taken at the wrong time, the wrong way, or skipped often. With type 2 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, timing really matters. Some medicines should be taken with food, some before eating, some once or twice a day, and some must not be doubled if you miss a dose. Instead of relying on memory, which gets harder when life is busy, or you take several pills, turn your meds into a simple routine. Link your meds to daily anchors. Morning pills might go with brushing your teeth or after breakfast. Evening pills might go with your main meal or your favorite TV show. The anchor doesn't move, so your meds don't either. Use a pill organizer and reminders. A weekly pill box labeled by day and time can save you from guessing, "Did I take that already?" A phone alarm, kitchen timer, or sticky note where you eat can be a simple backup. Respect with food and before food instructions. If a pill says with food, take it during or right after a meal or snack. If it says before meals, set a reminder so you're not taking it at the last second. And never change the dose on your own. If you miss a dose or feel unwell, call your clinician or pharmacist. Don't double up unless they tell you to. This habit doesn't just help your numbers, it also keeps you safer from dangerous highs and lows. Habit number 7 focuses on your evenings and your sleep. Most people think of diabetes as a food and pills condition. But there's a quiet partner that often gets ignored: your sleep. When you don't sleep well, you toss and turn, wake up often to use the bathroom, or stay up late in front of a bright screen, your body releases more stress hormones. Those hormones can push your blood sugar higher and make you hungrier the next day, especially for carbs. So building a gentle evening routine isn't just about feeling rested. It's also about giving your blood sugar a calmer night. Start by setting a regular wind-down time. Pick a target bedtime and wake-up time that works for you most days. Your body loves rhythm. Going to bed at wildly different times confuses the hormones that affect blood sugar and appetite. Next, look at your evening eating. Big, heavy late-night meals can keep your blood sugar and digestion working overtime. When you can, aim to finish your main dinner 3 to 4 hours before bed. If you truly need a snack closer to bedtime, keep it small and balanced. A few whole grain crackers with cheese, half an apple with peanut butter, or plain yogurt with a few berries. Avoid large portions of sweets, white bread, or sugary drinks at night. They can spike your sugar and disturb sleep. Then dim the lights and calm your mind. Bright lights and screens tell your brain it's daytime, even when it's late. About 30 to 60 minutes before bed, turn down bright overhead lights. Lower the volume on the TV or switch to something calmer. If you like, replace screen time with a relaxing routine. Light reading, gentle stretching, soft music, prayer, or deep breathing. These simple steps help your body release more of its natural sleep hormone, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. Finally, create a simple bathroom plan. If nighttime trips to the bathroom are an issue, try to limit large drinks in the 1 to 2 hours before bed, especially caffeinated or sugary drinks. Make sure pathways to the bathroom are clear and well lit to prevent falls. You don't have to build a perfect evening. Even a slightly earlier, calmer, lighter night can help your sugars be steadier by morning and give you more energy to keep up with your other healthy habits the next day. Habit number 8 is all about stress-busting micro breaks. You can eat well, take your meds on time, and still see your blood sugar climb when life gets stressful. Arguments with family, money worries, caregiving, health fears, your body doesn't know the difference between emotional stress and physical danger. It responds by releasing stress hormones like cortisol, which can tell your liver to send more sugar into your blood, even if you haven't eaten. That's why stress management isn't optional for type 2 diabetes, it's part of the plan. The good news is, you don't need an hour of meditation on a mountaintop, you just need tiny pressure release valves built into your day. Schedule 3 or 4 mini resets per day. Pick natural pause points in your routine, before or after meals, after checking your blood sugar, after a phone call, before going to bed. At each point, you'll do a 1 to 2 minute reset. Choose a simple calming tool you can do anywhere. Deep breathing is a great one. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 4, hold gently for a count of 2, breathe out through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat for 5 to 8 breaths. Or release your shoulders and neck by gently rolling your shoulders and turning your head side to side within a comfortable range. Or take a quiet moment for prayer or reflection. Or simply look out a window and notice the sky, trees, or light outside for a minute. Pair micro breaks with a phrase. When you feel your chest tightening or your thoughts racing, silently say, "Pause, breathe," then decide. This reminds your body and brain that you're not in danger. You're just having a feeling, and it will pass. Stress doesn't just raise blood sugar, it can spill onto the people you love. Micro breaks give you a buffer, so you respond more calmly instead of snapping or withdrawing. These tiny resets won't make stress disappear, but they turn down the volume. And when stress hormones are lower, it becomes easier for your blood sugar, appetite, and sleep to settle down too. Habit number 9 is the smart snacking and kitchen cleanup habit. Even the strongest willpower gets tired at 9 or 10 p.m. That's when many people with type 2 diabetes find themselves standing in front of the fridge or pantry, thinking, "I'll just have a little something." And suddenly, the cookies, chips, or ice cream are calling your name. Instead of blaming yourself, change the environment. Make the healthiest choice the easiest choice. Once a week, do a 10-minute kitchen reset. Pick a regular time, maybe after breakfast on Sunday. Move sugary drinks, candies, cookies, and chips out of easy reach to high shelves, the back of the pantry, or a closed container. Bring better options to the front. Nuts or seeds in small containers, washed and cut vegetables in the fridge, plain or low-sugar yogurt, a small bowl of fresh berries or a few apples. You're not banning treats forever. You're just making them less automatic. Then create 2 or 3 go-to smart snacks that follow the never eat carbs naked rule. That might be carrot sticks with hummus, a few whole grain crackers with cheese, plain yogurt with a spoon of nuts and a few berries, or half an apple with peanut butter. By planning and arranging your kitchen ahead of time, you let your past, calmer self take care of your future, tired self. Over time, this habit quietly reduces mindless eating, late-night spikes, and guilt, without you having to be strong every night. Habit number 10 is the weekly numbers and feet check-in ritual. Many people with type 2 diabetes quietly think, "If I don't look, I won't have to worry." But with diabetes, the earlier you notice small changes, the easier they are to deal with. So once a week, have a numbers and feet check-in. Pick a regular day and time, Sunday afternoon, Friday evening, whenever you're usually home and relaxed. First, review your blood sugar log. Look at your readings from the past week and notice patterns, not single numbers. Are mornings often high? Do you spike after certain meals? Are there frequent lows? Jot down 1 or 2 observations or questions to bring to your next appointment. Second, do a gentle foot check. In good light, either use a mirror or ask someone you trust to help you. Look for cuts, blisters, redness, swelling, or areas that look different from usual. Notice if any spots feel numb, overly sensitive, colder, or warmer than the rest. If you see something that worries you or doesn't heal, call your clinician or foot specialist. This weekly ritual turns fear into action. Instead of waiting for a problem to surprise you, you become the first person to notice changes, and the one who brings clear, useful information to your healthcare team. Now, let's put all of these habits into one simple, diabetes-friendly day so you can picture how they fit together without taking over your life. In the morning, you wake up and start with your 2-minute check-in. Bathroom, glass of water, fasting blood sugar check if recommended, and morning meds as prescribed. For breakfast, you build a balanced plate, half vegetables, a quarter protein, a quarter smart carbs, and you remember not to eat your carbs naked. You might take a short micro break with a few deep breaths to set a calm tone for the day. At midday, lunch is another half veggies, quarter protein, quarter whole carbs plate. Afterward, you do a 10 to 15-minute blood sugar walk, around the block or indoors. Later, you fit in your 5-minute strength and balance routine, chair, sit to stands, wall push-ups, heel raises, and a gentle balance move. If you need a snack, you use the never eat carbs naked rule and reach for one of your planned combinations. In the evening, Dinner again uses the balanced plate method. You enjoy a short walk afterward, then a calmer night with dimmer lights, and, if needed, a small, balanced snack instead of a heavy late-night meal. Before bed, you take a stress-busting micro-break to unwind. And on your chosen day of the week, you also do your numbers and feet check-in. It's not about being perfect. It's about stacking small, kind choices that quietly pull your blood sugar and your health in a better direction. You've just learned 10 daily habits that work together to help you live better with type 2 diabetes. Feces. Not perfectly, but better. Let's group them so they're easy to remember. Under food and snacks, you have the balanced plate at every main meal, the never eat carbs naked rule, and the smart snacking and weekly kitchen cleanup habit. Under movement and muscles, you have the after-meal blood sugar walk and the 5-minute strength and balance routine. Under meds, monitoring, and feet, you have the morning 2-minute check-in, the medication and meal timing habit, and the weekly numbers and feet ritual. And under sleep and stress, you have the evening routine for better sleep and the stress-busting micro-breaks. Now, picture 2 paths. On one path, nothing changes. Blood sugar stays unpredictable. There's more worry about eyes, kidneys, feet, and independence. On the other path, you choose one small habit today, then another next week. Over time, your numbers make more sense, your energy improves, and you feel more in charge. You don't have to fix everything overnight. Just pick one habit from today's video and start there. If this helped you, tap like, share it with a friend or family member living with type 2 diabetes, and subscribe for more senior-friendly, food-first health guidance. Your future self will be grateful for the steps you start today.